Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are today playing an extraordinary world on Geoguessr. That's right, this is a Geoguessr map made by Alok, an extraordinary world, with apparently over 54,000 locations. That is absolutely crazy. So yeah, I've never really played one of these custom games before, so this is going to be a bit new for me, but hey, I like to try anything for the first time. The real world is more incredible than anything that may come out of fiction. With this state-of-the-art map, explore over 54,000 of the world's most unusual and awesome locations and try and guess where they are. This could, quite frankly, be anywhere in the world, so I think we might be in for a tall order here. And to make things even harder, we are going to play this on a no-moving map. I mean, if I can't really guess the location based on the extraordinary site I'm looking at, then maybe I shouldn't be able to move at all. Alright, so let's just get into it. Okay, so what's good about this is that there's no time limit, so we can take as long as we want. We could sit here all day and look at this site and try and figure out where it might be. But we are on a no-move map, so although we can't move around the place, we can turn around on the spot to sort of figure out where we are. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of hoping that the first one would at least have something that would be recognisable. This looks like we're just in a car park somewhere. I'm guessing the incredible thing is the painted murals on the sides of the buildings, which is pretty cool. But I don't know where this is or what it's depicting. And because we've chosen a no-move map, I can't really get a closer look at any of these signs or license plates. It's going to be pretty difficult to figure out this. Oh, we've got one here. Carla Maxed. Oh, I don't know what language that is. Is it like Russian or Ukrainian or something? That was my first initial thoughts when I was on this map. Honestly, I haven't got the foggiest, so I'm just going to have to make a guess here. Okay, let's see where we might be. I'm thinking Eastern European. I don't know which countries are in Geoguessr and which aren't, so it's going to be a bit of a guess. Maybe Belarus? Seems somewhat of a built-up area, so let's go towards Minsk somewhere. How about there? Cool, let's just guess. Okay. It was actually Finland. So whilst we were over 1,700 kilometers away from the actual location, we did get some pretty good score, so we'll take that. Well, on to the next one. Okay, alright, here we go. Now, I've spotted something instantly which makes me think that I know where we are. And it's that towel. Is that the Barbados flag? I don't know. I'm going to keep looking. I mean, it would make a lot of sense if we were somewhere in Barbados. The graffiti isn't in English, so don't know if that makes a big idea of where we might be. Oh, but there's English here. Sunbeds and umbrellas. Honestly, I don't think I need to spend tons of time here because it's not like I can even move around anywhere. My first thought was Barbados. Unless I can see anything that might suggest otherwise, I might just have to give it a guess. We are somewhere tropical. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're on a beach. Where's the capital? Bridgetown. I think it's going to be somewhere... I think it's going to be somewhere... Bottom Bay, maybe? I don't know if that's even remotely close, but... Hey, there's only one way to find out. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you can't be right all the time, I guess. This time we only got 53 points out of a total of 5,000, and we were 8,446 kilometers away. All the way in Greece. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. Ah. Honestly, I don't think I would have got that. It's a shame that the signs were in English. I mean, it's probably a very touristy place, but how would I know? Okay, we're on Area 3 of An Extraordinary World. Our score is not fantastic right now, so let's see what we can do about it. I mean, this is pretty cool. I wouldn't say it's extraordinary, but it's pretty neat to look at. Oh, okay. Now I see why it's extraordinary. I was looking down, not looking up. I mean, if I could move, then maybe I'd have some sort of an idea of where I am. I'm thinking Scandi. Like Norway or Finland or something. Somewhere with a lot of snow. What is that? Is that like a train track or a... Wait, are we in Switzerland? I think we're in a fairly safe bet to be in Europe. I just don't know exactly where in Europe. I'm gonna guess up here, because if I get the country wrong, at least I'm probably in the right place. Unless it is Switzerland, or maybe if it's somewhere completely different. Who knows? We are gonna go for somewhere in Norway. Here. Okay, so it was near Switzerland. I should probably have picked that. But we're still okay, still in Europe. To say that I couldn't move and I was in the middle of nowhere, then I think that's okay. This time we were 1,609 kilometers away from the location, and we got a tidy 2,100 points. Come on, we have to get somewhere much closer. I don't think we've even got the right country yet. Here we go, next place. Why do they all look like this? Just dull grey places. This could be anywhere in Europe. Well, may as well look around. Oh. I'm thinking maybe... I'm thinking somewhere in Asia. Again, any writing's just a little bit too far away, but... it's hard to tell. Who's this dude? Is he important or something? I don't know. Wherever we are, that car makes me think we've gone back about 50 years in the past. So... Russia? I don't know. Honestly, this looks pretty dull and depressing, so the United Kingdom probably wouldn't be a bad shout, but I'm fairly sure that we're not there. Right, I'm just have to guess. We are... It seems pretty remote. Maybe down here? There? Nope. No, we weren't. I mean, we were in Russia, so we technically got the right country. We were just in the complete wrong end of Russia. A whole 6,276 kilometers away, in fact. And with the brilliant score of 170 points out of 5,000. We are not doing well. Okay, this time I can redeem myself. Last one, let's see if we can get somewhere close. Oh, jeez. Where are we now? Somewhere by the coast, from the looks of it? I mean, it looks lovely, but I don't have the foggiest where this could be. I'm just zooming into the distance to see if I can see anything of any relevance. God, we are in the sticks. There's not even another soul in sight. Where is everyone? Hello? Okay. I'm going to use my scientific know-how to see if I can at least get somewhere near. Something that I've not used before is this compass in the very top. And if we look north, which is that away, then if we look at where the sun is, we might be able to determine if we're in the northern or southern hemisphere. That will at least knock out 50% of the world. Now, if we're looking north, and from my understanding, if we're in the northern hemisphere, the sun should appear in the south. But if we're in the southern hemisphere, then the sun should appear in the north. So, where's the sun? If we're looking here and we turn, It is in a southeasterly direction, which makes me think that we're in the Northern Hemisphere. I don't have the foggiest where we are. I'm going to guess maybe the UK. I mean, I don't know where. Norfolk coast, maybe? It looks pretty scenic. No. It wasn't the United Kingdom. It wasn't even the Northern Hemisphere. It was South Africa. What's wrong with me? Well, just to show you this lovely score, we were almost 10,000 kilometers away, pretty much the other side of the world, and we got a measly 26 points. I think if I randomly guessed somewhere on the world, I probably would have got a better score than this. Well, let's see what the final score is. Out of 25,000 points, I got 4,311. Honestly, we can do so much better than this. So we're going to play again. The thing I keep forgetting is that we have the freedom of time. There's no time constraints here. I can take as long as I want. So if I want to stand here and stare at this livestock for the next 3 hours, then maybe I will. The idea of extraordinary is being stretched here a bit. Where are we? What is this? I don't even know where we are. Maybe I should have let myself move around a bit. My first thought is Africa. Honestly, there's nothing to go off here. You know what? It was South Africa last round. We're going to South Africa again. Here. Oh, jeez. So, it wasn't South Africa. It was Brazil. We were only 8,367 kilometers away. Aside from that, it was fine. We'll take the 55 points, no problem at all. Can Geoguessr please just give me somewhere remotely populated so I can at least try and figure out where I am? Oh, wait. The Lone Pine Ranch. Park Range. Wait. North Fern Rat. Where is this? Now, these letterboxes. Mail. America. Maybe Canada, but I'm thinking America. We are in the middle of nowhere, but we got mountains, big snowy mountains, very remote location. How do people figure this out? I know some Geoguessr Pro is going to know exactly where this is just based on the few context clues that I've managed to figure out, but there's so many things throwing me a loop here. 12486. I mean, that could be anywhere. Does Texas have big snowy mountains? I don't think so. Maybe we're looking at northern states. I think Michigan. Okay, that was a bit better. Yes, we were a few states over, but at least we got the right country, which is better than some of the other guesses I've had. Although we guessed Michigan, it was actually in northern Colorado, and that is 1,780 kilometers away from the location with a nice 1,915 points. We'll take it. We'll take it. Alrighty, we are suspended. Where are we? Whoa. What is this? What the heck? What's going on here? Am I a drone? I can't quite tell what language that is. Nice blue water though. Okay, that is a vehicle driving on what looks like the right hand side? Yes, there's two more there. Two more vehicles driving in the right hand side of the road. So that could be most countries in the world. Oh jeez. This sort of housing makes me think maybe Spain. This looks like a church, so a Christian country. License plate, a bit too far away to tell. Get the thinker on, Atlas, get the thinker on. What the I'm gonna guess Southern Europe. I'm thinking Spain. And we're probably inland, maybe near Seville. Okay. We were somewhat close. We guessed Spain and it was actually Croatia. Ah, this cool little doohickey right here. What a lovely part of the world. And with that guess, we were 1,828 kilometres away with a nice 1,866 points. Nice. I'm feeling a little bit more confident here. Okay, so we've got a somewhat okay score. Who am I kidding? It's not a fantastic score. But we've still got 2 more rounds to go. So let's see if we can figure out where we are. Oh, there's a dude. Okay, this is telling me nothing apart from why would you ride a motorcycle in flip-flops? Doesn't seem safe, but there we are. The car taking the pictures for Google Earth must be driving on the right-hand side, and then this guy's overtaking. Then there's someone else on a motorcycle up there, or like a little moped. I'm thinking like Asia, Vietnam, Thailand. The scenery, the vehicles, the side of the road. I ain't got the foggiest where this is, but that's my guess. Vietnam. Now, where in Vietnam? We've got big city there. I'm gonna guess we are here. Oh no. Well, that was the worst guess yet. We got 1 point. And I think that might have been a pity point because we were 16,404 kilometers away. Look, I said I'd do a video on this. I never promised that I'd be any good at it. Alright? Okay, last one of this round. And we are again in the middle of nowhere. These are some very odd houses. Look at the... This looks like a shed. This is the kind of map where I would love to move around and actually figure out where I am and why this is the case. But unfortunately I did select that as an option, so we're just going to have to deal with it. And again, we've got nothing to go off. Maybe some expert will know what kind of tree this is and know where it natively grows and all that jazz, but hey, I just see a tree. I'm going to guess somewhere in Latvia. There. Oh my word! I mean, we were almost there. I was actually a bit unsure whether to pick Lithuania or Latvia, and, well, at least I was in the right area. We have somewhat redeemed ourselves by being only 310 kilometres away, but with a massive 4,231 points from that last guess. That should, at the very least, make up for the last guess I had before. Okay, a little bit more respectable 8,068 points. I feel like those first 2 rounds might have been a bit of a warm-up, so let's just do a quick fire round. Because we can't move, so we may as well just have a look, guess, and see if we can beat this score of just over 8,000 points. Wow, terrible idea. Where are we? Although I will say this is actually quite extraordinary. I mean, this looks awesome. We must be somewhere in Africa. This is a proper unique landscape, not gonna lie. Now, presumably this is Africa. I don't know which African countries are in Geoguessr and which ones aren't. So I'm just gonna have to make a bit of a wild guess here. I'm thinking we're in, like, Botswana, maybe? That seems good of a guess as any. Okay, there we are. Pretty close. It was in the next country over, in Namibia. Just so you can see, that's a 1,027 kilometres away, with a 2,874 points in the first round. Let's keep the momentum going. In the next chapter of being in the middle of absolutely nowhere is this place. Now, interestingly enough, I have a good guess where we are. I've been to Iceland before and I've seen that they've had Geysers? Is this a geyser or is this some sort of volcano? My first guess would be Iceland, but I don't know if this is like Yellowstone, maybe? She looks American. She looks very American. My initial guess was Iceland, but I think this might be somewhere in the States. Because if I pick Iceland and it's Yellowstone, I'm going to kick myself. So that's my guess. I've never been to Yellowstone National Park before. Oh, yes! What a guess. And I was pretty close too. Look at that. 28 kilometers away with a massive 4,925 points. We were almost on the money. Almost. All right, I'm very happy with that last one. I don't think we're going to have quite the same look that we did last time. We seem to be on top of a big hill overlooking all these weird structures. With all of this here in the flat land. Look at that view. That's fantastic. No wonder it's an extraordinary world. Okay. So, let's have a look at a map. I think we are somewhere around here. This is seemingly the mountain range that we're looking at in the distance. I don't think there was any ocean. No, it seems to be quite heavily surrounded by big mountains. So maybe if we go there. Nope, we're in the complete wrong place. It was Kyrgyzstan. Honestly, I would never have guessed Kyrgyzstan in a million years. So, fair enough. We were only 5,019 kilometers away, so you know what? Could have been worse. And although the points aren't fantastic, at this point we'll just take it. Ah, okay, yes. Population. People. Things to look at. Things to see and do. I might actually be able to somewhat figure this out. Okay, so we have English. They're selling a spinach and corn cheese sandwich, which don't really know what to think to that, but hey, I'll try anything once. My thought is India. Saiteja Residency. Yes. Pakistan. India. Somewhere around there. We've got ourselves a nice little tuk-tuk here. I think we're in the right place in the world. I'd love to be able to figure out more, but we've only got so many clues around us. Just seemingly on the side of a street somewhere. Bangladesh, maybe? Somewhere in Dhaka? We're going Dhaka. We're going to be on that street there. Okay, it was India. Again, not too disheartened because we're fairly close. We're only 1,605 kilometers away, and we picked up a nice 2,104 points. Okay, last round. Let's see where we are. And this looks pretty nice. This looks pretty lovely. Looks pretty extraordinary, some might say. Don't really know whether I'd want to drink from that, though. Okay, we are seemingly in the middle of nowhere. I have nothing to tell me where we are. I'm just gonna have to guess. So, oh jeez. I think we're in Mexico. We're here. Look, your guess is as good as mine at this point. And of course, I'm not even gonna entertain this. We were too far, and 3 points. May as well have not even done the round. Despite that last round, we got 10,240 points, which beat the last one. Every single time we do this, we're getting a better score every time. So, maybe if I keep doing it, eventually I'll become an expert at the extraordinary world map. But for now, we have to leave it there. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys, on this extraordinary world. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Fantastic.